The film opens with Sheriff Don Mitchell and his deputies apprehending Gabriel, a former convict. Soon after, Gabriel is granted parole and notified of his opportunity to re-enter society. A mysterious woman drives a security van while Gabriel, now armed, prepares for a heist. As the security guard enters a bank, Gabriel's accomplices exit the vehicle, surround him, and initiate a bold robbery. FBI agents Brett and Jordan arrive to meet Sheriff Dan, who briefs them about the incident involving 3 masked robbers and a surviving witness. In a concealed location, Pike Gabriel counts stolen money with Whitman Rader, who discusses the robbery and proposes a lucrative new job planned by a shadowy figure named Devland. Gabriel agrees, sealing the arrangement with a handshake. Meanwhile, Brett and Jordan question the security guard, seeking further details of the crime. Gabriel and his crew, heavily armed, enter a jungle for an unspecified mission. As the investigation continues with Sheriff Dan, a mysterious figure named Wesley adds a dark layer, dousing a vehicle with gasoline. Tension mounts as Gabriel's team prepares for their next move, their actions paralleling the FBI's relentless pursuit. Gabriel sets a car ablaze with a lighter. The crew later attends a wake, where rising tension sparks a heated altercation. Following the clash, Gabriel retreats to his room, discreetly hiding the stolen money in a plastic bag within a paint bucket. He watches footage with Brett and Jordan, attempting to analyze the robbery. He tries to call Brett, who deliberately ignores the call. Upon reviewing the video, Gabriel notices a key detail: someone in the footage was conscious during the heist. He sets off again, his destination unknown. Meanwhile, Don, now employed at a restaurant, spots Gabriel. A tense incident unfolds as a boy harasses Don, prompting Gabriel to intervene. Don questions his intentions, and Gabriel suggests meeting for coffee, attempting to reconnect. Don remains guarded and accuses him of feigned concern. She reveals her mother died long ago, mirroring Gabriel's loss. When he asks about the harasser, she dismisses his concern, stating she deserves better. Though Gabriel tries to connect, she coldly advises him to order something or leave. Despite the chilly interaction, Gabriel orders a coffee. She bluntly states she never wants to see him again. As he receives the drink, he cleverly hides the stolen money in the cup's base and exits. At the FBI office, Jordan works intently on the case, earning Brett's admiration. Agent Robert presents Brett with a file revealing no fingerprints or DNA were recovered from the stolen SUV. However, they may trace the owner via the VIN. Brett instructs Robert to identify the owner and bring them in. The investigation gains momentum as the FBI digs deeper into the heist. After a briefing, Brett approaches a water cooler. Albright, a veteran agent, joins him and offers insight on the case. Albright shares wisdom once offered to Brett's father, reminding him that not every case ends in victory. They share a moment of understanding before parting. Meanwhile, Gabriel sits reviewing printed documents. A man joins him and demands 5% of the job's profits. Gabriel promptly hands over $25,000, sealing their deal with a handshake. Later, Gabriel is shown bathing, perhaps symbolizing purification or preparation. He visits a house and meets his father, Reuben. Their conversation offers a glimpse into Gabriel's personal struggles and motivations. Meanwhile, Weasley enters a bar, buys drinks, and shares money with patrons. Elsewhere, a car pulls into a garage with Gabriel inside. Marco begins repairs while Weasley and Marco Dallas converse. Dallas orders Weasley to clean the floor, causing friction. He claims Gabriel requested it, prompting Weasley to grudgingly comply. Gabriel drives Marco home, where they join his wife and child for dinner. In private, Gabriel confides in Marco about his troubled relationship with Dawn. They bond over drinks as Gabriel declares this upcoming job will be his last. Despite their connection, they emphasize the job's financial stakes. A news report reveals Phillips, the bank guard, was killed during the robbery. At the bar, Weasley plays a game with Maddie. Upon seeing the news, he grows uneasy, realizing his connection to the crime. At the hospital, Brett and Jordan face media scrutiny. Brett assures reporters of their commitment to capturing the culprits. Back at the bar, Weasley gets into a fight over Maddie and pulls a gun. Rader intervenes, disarming him and sparking a violent skirmish. Gabriel and Marco watch the news, with Gabriel expressing his desire to leave crime behind. He struggles to explain his plans to Marco. Gabriel then confronts Weasley at the bar, ordering him into the truck. Weasley calls Rader a hero and walks away, infuriating Gabriel. Rader later confesses to killing 3 people for Weasley. Gabriel sternly warns him to stay away from his brother, then drives Weasley home and follows him inside. A tense argument ensues. Both men wrestle with past traumas. Weasley recounts his time in Iraq and the guilt of killing the guard, Phillips. He suggests Gabriel take another bank job. Gabriel refuses, stating he's doing everything to protect Weasley. Their talk ends unresolved, with Gabriel walking away. Meanwhile, Jordan learns from a car owner that the vehicle was at a garage for servicing. She tells Brett they found a GPS device in the burned car, cracking the case wide open. Jordan explains how the robbers used a decoy vehicle and tracking to pull off the heist. Brett is impressed by her insight and sees significant progress. As Gabriel, Raider, and Devlin prepare for the next bank job in a parking lot, Brett celebrates his birthday with family. The celebration is cut short when he learns of a connection between Robert, Jordan Remy, and the case. Gabriel studies documents given by Devlin, unaware he is under FBI surveillance. Tension escalates as the pieces begin to align. Concerned for Dawn, Gabriel visits her restaurant but learns she's hospitalized with serious injuries. He is devastated to discover she is pregnant. Overwhelmed, Gabriel pleads with Dawn to leave with him and start anew. She agrees. Determined to help, Gabriel seeks Weasley's assistance. Together, they confront Eddie. Gabriel enters Eddie's home and delivers a beating before departing. The story shifts as Brett meets with Remy. Gabriel, having dealt with Eddie, plans to leave town with Dawn in 2 days. Robert, Jordan, and Brett increase pressure on Raider. Believing Weasley has vital information, they move to bring him in. In a night operation, the FBI captures Weasley and interrogates him. Despite the pressure, he remains silent. Desperate, Brett shows him a photo of Gabriel and offers leniency in exchange for information. Meanwhile, Gabriel practices shooting with Marco, unaware of what's unfolding. Eventually, Weasley talks, leading Gabriel and Marco to grow nervous. The next day, Brett confronts Gabriel in a garage with damning photos. The FBI raids Gabriel's office, heightening tensions. Sensing danger, Dawn packs her things and leaves. That night, Gabriel returns to find his home in disarray following the search. Elsewhere, Weasley flees and jumps into a car driven by Maddie. The narrative shifts again as Brett receives a call. Gabriel, Marco, Weasley, and others gather to finalize their plan. Before they depart, Gabriel questions Raider, asking if he has anything to share. Raider denies it and leaves, creating unease. Brett informs Robert and Jordan that Gabriel and Weasley remain missing. The pressure mounts. Gabriel meets with his father and gives Max a note detailing where to deposit money. Brett appears increasingly anxious. Meanwhile, a man approaches Raider, seeking his brother's killer. Raider accepts cash and hands over a note with the word flamingo. Weasley, now with Maddie, discards his medicine, preparing to flee. As he loads salmon into a car trunk, he is shot by an unknown assailant. Gabriel calls Dawn, promising a new beginning. Later, Dawn is shown cutting her hair. Gabriel and Marco, armed, confront Raider about Weasley's location. After the confrontation, Raider joins them as they proceed with the bank robbery. Unbeknownst to them, the FBI closely monitors their actions. Inside the bank, Pike aims a gun at a woman, but Gabriel intervenes and shoots Pike. Gabriel and Marco flee to a getaway car, which comes under gunfire. The FBI observes the situation closely. Tragedy strikes when Marco is fatally wounded during transport. In a grim act, Gabriel sets the car on fire, cremating Marco. Undeterred, he enters a bar and shoots Raider. At the bank, a woman hands Brett an envelope, triggering further developments. Jordan and Robert update Brett, revealing who shot Raider. Sheriff Dan arrives, disclosing the FBI's partnership with local authorities, leaving Brett stunned. In the chaos, Albright walks into the bank, catching Brett's eye. In an emotional outburst, Brett punches him, adding a personal twist to the complex drama. Elsewhere, Tom shoots at Gabriel at a gas station, setting up the final confrontation. Meanwhile, Dawn waits alone on a beach, looking back and smiling. Thanks for watching. If you are new, don't forget to subscribe for more of these recaps. Until next time, have a nice day.